Well, we're going to try this one more time, but I think she's going to bounce around too much to be able to make videos. But hey, guys, it's Chris. Get some cold air in here. Leaving Sarah and Eddie and Mom's place. Checking on my baby sister. Checking on my mama. A little cooler air for the moon. Yeah, it's not going to work at all. It just bounced too much. No image stabilization on the cell phone that I know of. I'll double check to make sure, but I don't think that's going to work. We'll see, but I doubt it. Better view, if you can see it. So it is Saturday, the 17th of July, the year 2021. We are in Kent County, Delaware, northwest of Milford. Turning off Cricket Hollow Lane on the Bowman Road. Headed south-ish. Hope you all are having a wonderful weekend thus far. Playing 500 Rummy with Mom. For those of you who have been on the channel for a long time, you'll probably remember when Mom was in the hospital about 4 years ago when I started the Dead Ball League. For about a month, had a problem with a back surgery and constipation, and she was a month in the hospital for a routine in and out procedure. And she's doing fine. She's getting older. She's got Alzheimer's, and it's progressed along a decent bit. Still knows us, still remembers things. She's starting to plug different people into memories. She sometimes is beginning to forget where she is. She still remembers things that she has done for a long time. And two of those things is backgammon and 500 Rummy, and that's what we did this afternoon. Played some backgammon, played some 500. She whooped it to me a couple of games of backgammon. I whooped it to her. We played 500, and we got to the final hand, and it was 470 me, 460 her. And I'll tell you what, 500 Rummy is a game that I can, honestly, I can give and take. I don't enjoy the game so much as I enjoy the people that I'm playing with, and I enjoy the give and take, That last hand was the most fun I'd had playing the game. And we were getting close to the end. Mom's got one card. She lays down that card, and I go about 12 into the pile. Laid down like 2 sets, started nose diving on my aces, getting rid of them. I got rid of the second ace, and I looked down, and I was like, she's going to pick up those 2 aces because she has the other ace, and discard the king that she put down. Sure enough, she picked them up, put them down, and it was right there, and that was the difference. Those aces put her over the top. She gave me 540 to 525. Man, that was a good last. I mean, I was agonizing over every discard. She was agonizing over every discard. We had analysis paralysis on that last hand that was a good... you don't hear people reminiscing about the best hand of 500 rummy they ever played. The best game of 500 rummy they ever played. I'm sure some people do. It's never been that kind of a game for us, but that game, man, that was awesome. That's a memory I'm going to have with my mom, and that's a memory that Mom's going to have with me, admittedly, for as long as she has it. But yeah, that was great. That was awesome. That was a good way to close out an afternoon visiting them after work. That was fantastic. That was a great game of 500. I really wish I would have recorded it for you guys, because that was awesome. It was. Play games you enjoy. Play them with people you enjoy playing games with. And every once in a while, the two will come together and make for the most wild and fantastic game of a mundane game to you that you have ever played. Spend time with the people you love. I don't spend nearly as much time with the people I love as I should. I don't. But it's changing over the past couple of years, and it's going to change even more because, you know, I don't have that long with my mom left. I don't. I know that. I generally try to avoid thinking about it. Lost faith over 10 years ago. Lost Dad over 8 years ago. Still got my kids. Still got my brother and my sister and their families. Got Mama for as long as the good Lord is willing to let me have her. Oh, man. She's the one that got me APBA football for Christmas. She's the one that started me in this whole mess. Yeah, I know the camera's bouncy. I got a new stand. I was trying it out. It anchors to the mirror and it comes down, and maybe a different position will hold it better. I don't know, but it just bounces the camera around enough. But you guys are listening to me talk a lot anyway, so I don't know, but I really don't think I'm going to be able to use it. Not for this purpose. You know, it'll work as a dash cam kind of thing, but I don't know. Whew, sure, picture sure looks good when I'm sitting still though, doesn't it? Oh, man. Yep. Right next to the Dairy Queen, catty corner from the store. The store's on the left. Right over there. See the Federated Auto Parts sign. That's proof of quality auto parts and service wherever you see it. Plug for the company. Appreciate that raise I've got coming. Yeah, I hope you guys' weekend is going as well as mine is. Worked for about 5 hours this morning. Got to help people with solutions to their problems. Got to bring smiles to a few faces. And that's what it amounts to. That's what it boils down to. You got all the little bits of work and everything you do behind the scenes, but it all boils down to helping people and making their lives a little bit better if you can. Yep, very fortunate in that regard that I have a job where I'm able to do that, and I appreciate being able to do that, and I take advantage of it and do it, you know. We got storms coming in this evening. All morning this morning, everywhere you looked, it was so hazy it almost looked like a light fog. It didn't obscure the sunlight, but I'll tell you what, it's a warm one out today, guys. Yep. Miss Billion River Drawbridge. Clearance 13.9. They had a couple of trucks decide to push their luck on that bridge over the years. Had somebody live hauling chicken crates to At the time, it might have been ConAgra, but probably Purdue. Purdue's been there for quite a while. They purchased ConAgra back in the 90s. And came on through, and those chicken crates went all over the bridge. Ah, goodness. Nice little ride home tonight. First in line at the stoplight intersections. There's a Phillies fan across the street. It's on the front of his car there. This is the day after I did the 1,000 sub special, where I recreated my first game that I ever played of Stratomatic. That game between the 91 Orioles and Yankees. Those of you who watched it, hope you enjoyed it. Those of you who didn't, check it out. Third longest game I've ever played. It went 17 innings. 17 innings for the Orioles, and as I recall, 16 and a third for the Yankees. 3-2 ball game. I've played 2 20-inning ball games in my playing career. The third longest was 15. Now the third longest is 17. And I had fun the whole way through it. Messed up one. I didn't mark a new pitcher for Hittin for the Yankees, and came in with Steve Farr. And there were actually 4 innings there for Farr. I think it's more like 2 innings each for Hittin and Farr. So messed that one up, and I wasn't going to figure it out because I was about an hour and 20 minutes into the video at that point doing the stats, and I was like, oh crap, I missed something. I think that's what it was though. Sanderson went 9. So that's 10-11 Habby, 12-13 Farr, 14-15, and 1 out in the 16th for Steve Howe. 2 outs in the 16th and the 17th for whoever wrapped it up, Monteleone. He got the win. I think I had Jeff Robinson in for the Orioles. He got pegged for the loss. Gave up the, spoiler alert, gave up the homer to Mel Hall in the bottom of the 17th. That was a great game. Sanderson and Messina starting on the hill. Messina went 8 before Greg Olson came in. Sanderson went 9. I mean, they were both pitching great games. Neither team had more than 9 base runners. So, I mean, for their starts, they didn't go through the lineup 4 times. And that's something easy for a pitcher to do. Not an awful lot of strikeouts. A lot of balls in play. So that's a whole lot of 2, 3, 4 pitch at bats. Everybody going for the strikeouts now. I know one thing they're kicking around. They're trying it in the Atlantic Baseball League this year, I think, which is moving the mound back to 62 feet, I think. And that extra 18 inches is going to drop the speed and the rotation of the ball just enough. There's going to be more balls put into play. A little less strikeouts, a little less pitches thrown, a little bit quicker games. I could see it making a 15-20 minute difference on average, and I could see it making a 10-15 pitch difference on average. And your starters can go into the game more than 5 innings. Not as many strikeouts, so more balls in play. Probably not going to up the batting average too much on the mean. Maybe 2 or 3 ticks, maybe. But it's going to get the ball in play a lot more if they do something like that. Yeah, I don't know if lowering the mound a couple of inches will make a difference or not. I kind of doubt it. I really like the idea of you're going against tradition, but you got to do something, and I think a mere 18 inches moving the mound back would make a difference. It really would. National League going to the DH next year. Oh my gosh, don't get me started on that. Don't get me started on that. There'd be a little bit of strategy involved with more balls in play and less pitches thrown. If they weren't going to the DH, do you leave the pitcher in for that second at bat? Or do you go to the bullpen early? There'd be a lot more strategic decisions like that. And then guys would be going deeper into the games, depending on how they're doing, depending on how they're feeling. I don't know. I like baseball the way it used to be. Guys behind me, they're like stacking up. And the one behind me is mad at the one behind him because the one behind him is just as close to him as he is to me. There's a Stady. Just went past us. Hope you all are having a good day, having a good ride on this hot and humid Saturday afternoon. Get storms come through tonight and knock this humidity out of the air for a day, maybe 2. That'd be a blessing. But it's summer in Delaware. On the sandbar between the bays, what do you expect? Surrounded by moisture. We're going to be moist. Alright, now the fast guy's behind me. He's right on my butt. Probably 20 feet. He gets the opportunity to pass, I'm going to let him. But I'm increasing speed with the flatbed. You want to go around, dude? You go. I wouldn't go right now. He's not going to get a chance to go, and he's going to be that much more hacked off. Don't do it. Don't do it. Go as fast as the person in front of you. Don't worry about going any faster until you get the opportunity. And it doesn't look like he's getting it anytime soon. Stay over here so that way he can see. He's making an informed decision, and he is going around everybody. Nope, just going to cut right in spot. There's enough room for my car. That's where I'm going, right there. Don't do it. Let him go, truck. Let him go. Let him go. Well, if you're going to pass somebody, you got to go faster than that. I'm sorry. I'd be flooring it if I was in that position. I wouldn't be pussyfooting around. Of course, I'm not in that much of a hurry, so I wouldn't be doing that anyway, I guess. You ever wonder what it's like to be a cloud? I've actually given this some thought. Here we are worrying about our stuff down here on the earth. You know, running around on the ground or on the water or up in the air on a plane, helicopter, paraglide, or whatever. But we've got our business and we've got our time. We've got our linear existence and just going around bustling and getting stuff done and talking to people while they're recording themselves on a stinking cell phone. Those clouds up there, they're just floating right over top of us. Not a care. They just form, storm, and dissipate. They just ride on the current, go wherever the wind decides to tell them to go. They get real big, they get real small. They're nice and calm, or they get real windy. Every once in a while they suck air in or they push air out. They just float along. Nothing to it. Look at that one in the just above the center of the screen to the right. Almost looks like a Star Destroyer coming in. The Empire is here. We're gonna die. Where's the Falcon when we need it? Yeah, I know you guys know exactly which one I'm talking about because it actually kind of looks just like a Star Destroyer. That one that just moved over to the left side there, right above the telephone pole. Yep, that one. Looks a little different now, but find things in the clouds. People always looking up, wondering what it's like. Well, now you know what it's like. The best thing is to try to take some of that into your own life and go forward. Doggone if I don't wax philosophical when I'm by myself sometimes. One for you guys, it'd just be a nice quiet ride, not say much. I've gotten into the habit of using my cell phone as a dash cam for the last, month maybe. Started talking like I was going to be talking to you like I'd upload the videos, and then finally I decided to upload a video. Ah, look at the beautiful green. It is no Delaware dead brown. I mean, it gets dry enough in the summertime where the grass just turns to a yucky looking brown. Right now there is no Delaware dead brown to speak of, and it's going to rain on top of it again tonight. Not too many years we're green past the first week of June. Not too many years. Now there's too many years right there. Play on words, I'm clever. We're almost home. Almost to Milton. Pretty much in Milton at the moment. Go down here by Quick Stop and the Ace Hardware. It's almost 5 o'clock. About a normal day away from home. Nice relaxing afternoon. Spent checking up on my sister, making sure that she's got a bit of a cough and don't want to turn it into pneumonia. She's going to have a doctor see her. I decided to offer, because it would be coming from outside of her head and outside of the house, I said, do you want to go to the emergency room and get checked on? I'll take you. She said, no, I'm going to see the doctor. I was like, okay, no problem. You do that. Should be alright. I'll keep my eye on my baby sister. Brother Ron, he's got stuff going on with him. Having bad arthritis for the last, almost 25 years now. Osteo bad. He and his wife with sarcoidosis, not doing good, breathing, the lungs. Their trailer is little by little dilapidating itself, but let's see if we can raise some funds for that. They really need a lot of work done to that thing, and he's physically unable to do it, and I'm not too far behind that, quite honestly. But no money to get any supplies to fix the hole in the one bathroom. AC duct work needs done. Just, man, there's a lot of stuff. I ain't begging nothing. I don't expect anything. Just came up in conversation. That's all. So there's a lot of stuff going on. We've all got stuff going on. But life's what you make of it. Do my best to make good. Well, guys, we are home. Expect to see that water tower over there get hit by lightning once or twice tonight. Always does when a bad storm comes through. Say lightning doesn't strike in the same place twice, it hits there a whole lot. Guys, thanks for joining me for my ride. This is Chris, Tabletop Sports Delaware, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Keep on rolling.